What's really missing from your homeschool routine? Spoiler alert, it's not curriculum, it's not a new routine. You may not want to hear this, but homeschool burnout starts with misaligned expectations. Or maybe it starts even earlier with misaligned identity. You might think that you need a better homeschool schedule, but what your kids actually need is more of you, fully present and whole. Not coincidentally, what you need more of is also a more fully present and whole you, too. If we haven't met, I'm Teresa Wiedrich, a graduated homeschool mom turned certified life coach, and I help overwhelmed homeschool moms lead with confidence, clarity, and presence so their homeschool life feels aligned from the inside and out. Comment below Homeschool Mom Wellness Pack, or just wellness for short, because I'm happy to grab a carefully created collection of tools and encouragement designed to help you reset from burnout, reconnect with yourself, and rebuild your homeschool life from a place of wholeness. Because what you really need isn't another planner, it's permission to come back to you. So what's really missing from your homeschool routine? Let's paint a typical picture of a homeschool routine. I know it doesn't represent everybody's experience, but let's just suppose the morning has started. Well, it started, but not the way you planned it. It's 10:30 and you're already feeling behind before you've begun. You race through breakfast and math and writing and chores. Your brain is juggling 100 browsers left open in your mind. And that's how it feels. So by November, maybe February of the next year, you adjust curriculum, you rewrite your plans, you search Instagram for the magical rhythm routine plan that another homeschool influencer is telling you, this worked before. It doesn't work. Why? Because you're trying to fix the surface, a routine, a curriculum, possibly wondering deep down and things you wouldn't say out loud. If you could just trade your kids for someone else's, maybe you'd finally get that perfect homeschool mom life. I'll tell you straight, more often than not, the real struggle is that you're disconnected from yourself. I'll let that sit right there. The real struggle is that you're disconnected from yourself. You're not just tired, you're stretched thin because you're not anchored in who you are anymore. You haven't listened within to ask yourself what you need. You're not honoring your emotions and addressing them. But you sure are listening to everyone else's emotions. Can I hear an amen? You're trying to address their emotions too. You're not owning your story in all of this homeschool mom journey. I'll repeat the most important part there. You're not just tired. You're stretched thin because you are not anchored in who you are anymore. The real missing piece of your homeschool routine is you. Here's the truth homeschool moms rarely say out loud, maybe not even to themselves. You can't create peace or flow or structure for your family if you feel internally scattered, stretched, or overwhelmed. Rhythm isn't just a color-coded plan on the wall or a well-organized curriculum. It's the energy that you carry into the room. It's the unspoken tone that sets the pace of your home. If your nervous system is dysregulated, your to-do list won't save you. If your mind is running a mile a minute, your morning basket won't anchor you. And if your heart feels exhausted and unseen, no amount of habit trackers or Pinterest charts can give your homeschool life that soul-deep steadiness that you're craving. It just won't. Because your homeschool rhythm doesn't start with your kids or your curriculum or your routine. It starts with you. When you're connected to your inner rhythm, your energy cycles, your emotional needs, your capacity, you're not just managing a home, you're modeling a life. And that modeling, that being, calm, grounded, and human, that is your real curriculum. Your kids don't need a gapless education. It doesn't exist anyhow. Your kids aren't behind because your ultimate goal isn't to ace a standardized test or know everything known to Google or AI. Your kids need a mom who isn't living in survival mode. They need a mom who knows how to breathe, knows how to reflect, and can reclaim her place in her homeschool. But how can you offer presence when you feel like you've lost touch with who you are? Or you don't feel like you're doing enough, even when you're doing everything? Or you're burned out, but you still feel afraid to slow down? Or maybe you crave meaningful connection, but you feel invisible in your own life. And maybe you're secretly wondering, am I even allowed to want more or anything for myself? This is your invitation to sign up to the curriculum underneath your homeschool life. You, your nervous system, your sense of self. Your kids are learning from how you show up, whether you're regulated, authentic, and aligned, or whether you're reactive, depleted, and stuck on autopilot. So is curriculum or a routine the most impactful element of your homeschool life? No, categorically no. The most important, impactful element is you. Not just your planning or your prep work, but the wholeness that you bring into the room. Because when you're anchored in your values, when you're tending to your inner world, your nervous system, your thoughts, your energy, everything else follows. So let's reframe the routine. Let's reframe the curriculum. The curriculum isn't just Latin derivatives, long division, and plate tectonics, although it was for me. The curriculum is how you model being human, and that is for all of us. Model being human, emotionally present, resilient, and real. When you're aligned and connected to yourself, you stop chasing someone else's perfect plan. You stop second-guessing your instincts. You lean into child-inspired learning without guilt. You create rhythms that actually reflect your life. And you show your children what it looks like to be grounded and true to yourself. That's what you want for them. That's what they're learning from. And when you're dysregulated or exhausted, when your days are on autopilot, you're just pushing through, they feel that too. No, you don't need another color-coded calendar or printable pack. What you really need is time and space and support to reconnect with your voice, your energy, and your vision for this upcoming season. That's why I created the Flow Workshop. It's a space to find your voice, to listen within, to own what matters, and to walk in wholeness. Because this year, your homeschool doesn't need more hustle. It needs more of you, fully present and more whole. And if you're not quite ready for a full workshop yet, start right where you are. The Homeschool Mom Wellness Pack is the first invitation back to yourself, with tools for reflection, emotional grounding, and practical clarity to begin your year aligned from the inside out. So if this video is landing with you, don't brush it off. Don't go search for another planner or another resource or another routine. Let this be the moment you do something different, because when you take one step toward your own alignment, you're also showing your kids what that looks like too. So start your homeschool year differently. To get your free Homeschool Mom Wellness Pack, all you need to do is mention it down below and I'll make sure you get it. Or drop a comment below and I'll personally add you to the Flow Workshop waitlist. You don't need to do more. You just need to be more you. And that begins right now.